Yo, today is exciting. We are going for our longest run of the year so far, I think. I used to do long runs like this, but it was more so like in a start, stop phase. And today, I guess the hope is run as much as we can. I think the goal is anywhere between 8 to 10 miles. And the reason I give variations is because these days I just like to listen to my body. So for me, it's like if I'm in the 4 to 5 mile zone and I feel like starting to feel like body pains, I'll probably end it off at 8. And if I'm feeling good, then I'll go for 10. I've created a route for 10, but you know how it is. Like you can just start running, and then the moment you feel like, okay, like I'll be able to go for 8 or whatever it is, I'll just turn around. And if we cut it short here, then we'll make it up on Sunday. But yeah, I think the plan is 8 to 10. Let's see how it goes. If this is your first time here, my name is Kizzer Khan. I'm a filmmaker, and this is my journey into running. The reason I made this channel, because obviously I'm no expert, but I think that I was in a position where no real advice was working for me that I was seeing. I was seeing a lot of, like zone 2s and all this other stuff that I was watching from like really seasoned runners, people that would say, hey, run some easy miles. And they're running at a pace that would leave me at like a 180 heart rate. And so I'm just like, how do I even enter the foyer? So that's the plan here. The second plan of this channel is to hopefully document my journey into a marathon. I think that would be interesting. So that's the attempt. Right now, we're just raising miles. I think the goal for me is I'm going to probably try the P. Fitzgerald, whatever that plan is, the 12 to probably the 18 week to either the 55 or the 70. But I think that in order for me to start that, I kind of want to get up to a 30 to 35 mile weekly pace. And so that's the goal right now, is let's try to get there till November, December, and then we'll start my actual training little thingy-majiggy. Today, I kind of want to talk about things that you should be getting if you're starting out. I see a lot of people talk about get this watch, get this, all the other things. And I think that's a little misleading for the most part. I think that when you're starting out, there's only one or two real things that you should really get. First things first, a lot of people have this real OCD with numbers and stats and stuff. So if that's you, sure, there's gonna be things you're gonna want to consider. But at the start, you just kind of want to make sure this is you can build the habit. So first things first is when I started out, it was just a phone. I just turned on Strava, started recording, and I just got the miles in. I wasn't even looking at heart rate. I just tried to keep it easy. It wasn't even about zones. It was more so about, can I just run for longer? I wasn't even looking at it in terms of numbers. I hit this 10-minute mark where I can run, and before I stop, now let me go get a watch. It was more so just a feel. Once you get into the zone of things and you're like, okay, I really like this, then you can start considering that. Even at that point, if you're trying to save money, get yourself, it comes with a strap. It's a chest heart rate monitor. You can connect this right to your phone. So you don't need a watch. That's what I would say. These cost $50. I think sometimes they're on sale, $50 Canadian. So sometimes they're on sale. You can probably get them for less. There's probably cheaper versions. If you're trying to save even more, you can probably get the arm strap. I think the chest ones are generally more accurate because they're measuring right from the chest. The arm straps are a little less accurate, but that's a much easier way. You connect it right to your phone. You're likely going to carry your phone anyways. So that's probably the way to go about it. Okay, we're halfway through. I'm gonna pack up Sour Patches. I was hoping they had a fridge, and I can see if they have any of the other Gatorades. I think this one has like more sodium and a little bit of potassium, which is nice. I didn't really need the carbs because I'm going to be eating these, so I think this should be good to kind of get me back. And then we'll have some breakfast or whatever it is. So 5 miles in, 5 miles left. Under the hour mark to the 5 miles, which is kind of like my slow pace I kind of really wanted. Kind of really wanted to see if I can get like that 11:30 kind of slow pace. I did legs like 2 days ago, so I was a little sore in the morning. I was kind of like curious on how that would feel, and it's actually been really great. I think I went over the zone 2 like once during a uphill near the end of my first half, so it should be kind of good. I think I'll have a couple of uphills, but mostly downhills on the way back. The other thing that I really wanted to mention was in the morning was actually quite cold. And so this black little like full sleeve shirt felt like a good idea, but holy, it has my whole body sweating, so I might actually take it off at some point during my run back. Let's see. Second thing is, what kind of wearables, what kind of equipment, like beyond just tech, like shoes, what you're wearing and things like that. I would say shoes are the only other thing I would look at. Most people have like flat shoes, and I think those aren't really great. You should be fine at the start, like, you know, when you're doing your countdown, you're like 4 1 3 1 2 1 whatever. You should be fine, but at some point I would look at getting some sort of like either like a used pair, or probably look at like sales, so like Black Friday and all these other things, and see if you can get like a mid-entry pair, something that can last you for like a year and a half, 2 years. I think the general sense of it is that shoes should last you like 300 to 500 miles usually on average. I think some probably less, some probably more. And when you're starting out, you won't really log that many miles. When you're starting out, your first pair likely should last you like at least a year to 2 years. Make sure it's cheap so that you're not spending too much, and you know like you're going to get into it well. Here's a caveat: you can get it cheap, but I would still get it from a good company. I would find reviews on it. I would go to like forums like Reddit or whatever it is, and see people talking about it, see people's experience with those shoes. And the one advice that I've read is get one half size bigger than you normally wear. I did the mistake in my first pair that I got used. It was like Hoka Bondis, and I got them my size, and they felt fine. But I realized pretty quick that I actually had to wear them loose because of that. I still have them, and I don't wear them anymore. But because of that, so I have to wear them loose because they're my size, and I actually get pain on the insides of my feet when I wear them too long. Just advice: half size bigger. Even if you're getting them used, even if you're wherever you're getting them, Amazon. If you feel like you're getting them from the store itself, I would still recommend going out to like a running store or like Sport Check or whatever place that sells shoes around you, and try to wear them and see how they are in person, and see how the feel is. Some people like more foam, some people like less foam, some people like lighter shoes, some people want more stability. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of videos on it. Watch the videos, try the shoes out for yourself, and then pick them. Don't spend too much, especially for your first pair, as you're just getting into this. But 8.6 miles in, but 1.6 miles left. Come on, baby. So the third tip is fuel. That's probably the most important thing out of the first two. Fuel is very, very important. Your electrolytes, your carbs that you're getting are very, very important. I'm experimenting with a certain carb source for long runs because I've just went back into my first 10 mile in a very long time. Like I said, I've been really just trying to focus on walking less this year and jogging more, and I've been getting a lot better at that. And so for me, this time, it's in my 10 mile, I ran to a Walmart and back, and so over there I grabbed something super small to eat. In that run on the way back, I actually felt my legs cramp, so I realized I didn't get enough electrolytes. But I also was like, okay, what am I going to grab that can be cheap? Because I might at some point make my own gels. Gels are expensive. I'm not spending that for gels. But before I do that, I wanted to try
the great value dip bars. They have 1 gram of fiber, so I wonder how that's going to feel. I know you're not supposed to have too much fiber, as fiber like goes into your system a little bit slowly from what I know. And so for runs, you're supposed to have like foods that have carbs that have very low fiber. So I'm gonna try these, see how they are. If you guys want, I can let you guys know how I like them. But for you guys, electrolytes are probably key. You can find ways to make them yourself. At the start, it might just be easier just to get like those electrolyte tablets or powders and whatever, and just try it. You know what I mean? Like I think you can get those for like $20 to $30. That'll go for like a 20 to 30 servings or something like that. So grab yourself one of those. You should be fine, and just make sure you're feeling right. Honestly, that's it. I wouldn't really worry about anything else. Don't worry about a watch. Don't worry really about any sort of technology. Just go out there and start running, one foot in front of the other. And as you do it more and more, you're going to try to get better and better. And then you'll start bringing all these other things in as this gets more and more serious for you. That's really about it. I'll see you guys next time. Later.